CHAMPS Live is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare, Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor, and the Detroit Medical Center. Do you have a sports injury or are just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers. Well, hello, everyone. There are no less than 9 proclamations for May 22nd. Among them, it's National Buy a Musical Instrument Day. I'm a drummer myself, so go get an instrument and begin your journey in music. But first, welcome to episode 38 of State Champs Live, presented by Lawrence Tech. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. My name is Lauren Plant, and if you are still looking for a university to call your own, maybe you're rethinking where you should invest your hard-earned money in your son or daughter's education. If you live in Southeast Michigan and you're thinking about staying close to home for college, what are your options? Today is going to enlighten you on everything Lawrence Technological University has to offer. Our guest today will give you the 411. But first, here are the headlines for Friday, May 22nd. NHL players voting on playoffs. The executive board of the NHL Players Association is reportedly voting on a scenario that would allow the league to return to play with a 2014 playoff format. This would expand the field by 8 teams more than normal to make up for the lost regular season games that could have allowed other teams to qualify. Even if the vote passes, the league will still need to figure out where and how, including quarantine regulations and testing. Currently, it has proposed 2 hub cities that would host all of it. Canada not coming. Scheduled for late July at USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, the World Junior Summer Showcase is tentatively still on, but Canada won't be participating due to the coronavirus pandemic. U.S. Junior National Team General Manager John Van Beesbroek told NHL.com Thursday he still expects Finland and Sweden to attend the 9-day event. There will be practices and at least 2 exhibition games for each team, but Van Beesbroek says it was too early to tell if fans or media would be allowed in attendance. St. Mary's Logan Wood, Gatorade Player of the Year. Even without a senior season, Orchard Lake St. Mary's pitcher Logan Wood was announced Thursday as the recipient of Gatorade's Michigan Baseball Player of the Year honors. Wood was a member of the Michigan High School Baseball Coaches Association's Dream Team as a sophomore and as a junior, leading St. Mary's to a Division II state title last spring. He's the first Eaglet ever to be named Gatorade Baseball Player of the Year. All right, well, those are the headlines. Let's get to today's Hungry Howie's Twitter question of the day. What are you throwing on the grill for Memorial Day weekend? Hot dogs, burgers, maybe steaks, brisket, barbecue, maybe chicken, or probably nothing. Please find State Champs Michigan on Twitter and vote. We'll read the results when we're back on the show Tuesday. All right. Since 1932, Lawrence Technological University has not only sent thousands and thousands of highly skilled graduates into the world, and I mean all over the world. In many cases, it's still the best kept secret in Michigan. We have been partners with LTU for a decade now, and not only that, our studio moved onto campus 5 years ago. We have seen the growth of sports from just a couple of teams to now over 25 teams on campus. Over the years, I have been privileged to not only interview all of the amazing educators and administrators at Lawrence Tech, but call many of them my friend. Our guest today is the Associate Provost for Enrollment and Outreach at Lawrence Technological University. She is literally the reason State Champs and Lawrence Tech got together in the first place. Her son was competing in the high school bowling state championships. She met our senior editor and producer, Jonathan Kidd. We set up a meeting, and the rest, as they say, is history. We welcome Lis Kujawa to the program. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Lauren. Thanks for having me. Boy, that seems like a long time ago, doesn't it?
It sure does. No question about it. And one thing that is no question, we're in challenging times right now. And I believe there are a significant percentage of students out there who might be rethinking their college decision. How is LTU uniquely positioned to deal with the new world we are living in right now?
So that's a great question. You know, I was just looking at a survey that said 26% of the students in Michigan are rethinking their choice and their decision about their first choice for college. And what I would say to all those parents and students out there is Lawrence Tech is the place to be. We have a great framework for building not only your education, but a great career. We're number one in Southeastern Michigan for return on investment, in the top 3% in the country. And as our president, Dr. Mogul, always says, you want to get a great job and you don't want to end up living in your parents' basement. And our students definitely don't do that. And I know this time has been such a challenge, and I'm sure people are rethinking everything, their way of life, their careers, where they're going to go to school. And Lawrence Tech is a great opportunity. We're going to keep students safe in the fall. We already have plans in place. Our faculty are working diligently to identify so many opportunities for our students for social distancing. We're going to do the right thing for our students because we believe that parents do want a residential education, and Lawrence Tech in Southeastern Michigan has one of the best.
Absolutely. The student to teacher ratio is great. Also because it's a smaller campus in general, so many opportunities and ways that you guys can make sure everyone is safe and really have that attention to detail that I know so many parents are concerned about. Can you elaborate on the technological environment at LTU and how it should be extremely attractive to potential students?
So this is where we feel we have the greatest advantage. When we shut down in the middle of the spring semester, it was around March 23rd, our faculty immediately moved to putting all the courses online. Now, why was that so significant for Lawrence Tech? It was extremely easy because we have a laptop program. Our students are used to using all the software on there. Our faculty have been trained in different types of pedagogy, like project-based learning. They did a variety of very unique things with the labs that had to go online by filming and videotaping experiments, putting that into the virtual environment, and then allowing students to ask questions, be a part of that. That, because of our technological focus, was highly successful and such an important component of the education at Lawrence Tech. So for us, it was like, okay, let's do it. We've done it before, and this is part of who we are, and we can do it better than anyone. And I know, just in talking to so many superintendents, principals, high school students themselves, the whole moving to virtual for them was very difficult, not for Lawrence Tech. And that's part of that education, both on ground and in a hybrid fashion or online. Students will see it is the greatest opportunity for you to learn and grow as an individual with that technological focus.
Absolutely. You guys are in position. You've been doing it already. And I would say this is how education might be the way we see moving forward. So you guys are already ahead of the curve on all of that. LTU has been through this before, educating and leading in an unstable time in this country.
Yes, Lauren, it's a great point you're making, and I really want to push that out. So the Lawrence brothers in 32, as you said, in the middle of the Depression, educated a generation. And that generation went on to do great things. Well, this is a new generation, but that same focus of our theory and practice, the mission the Lawrence brothers set forth 88 years ago, is still clear in the presence of the education that our students receive. And what I want to say to students is, this is your moment. Choose it. Dream it, live it. You have to take this opportunity and challenge yourself. We're going to do that at Lawrence Tech, but we're going to do it on a level you won't experience anywhere else. So we want them here. We want them to become a Blue Devil. And that theory and practice, that mission, along with that technological focus, is going to support the next 4 or 5 years of their life.
Yeah, let's expand on that a little bit. The world is going to need innovative and creative leaders going forward. This is what LTU has in the world right now. And the theory and practice philosophy is such an interesting way to learn.
Yes, the theory and practice. Lawrence Brothers' point was, hey, we're going to take that theory, whether it's engineering, computer science, nursing, soon to be physician assistant, and give you that opportunity to understand everything you need to know about the knowledge of that degree program. But at the same time, give you that practical experience that you need to hit the ground running, which is a motto that many employers say about our students, that they quickly adjust to the environment. And you and I were talking offline, and you said something so important, which was this generation has the greatest opportunity. Having this pandemic happen and they had to adjust and do it quickly, you already starting building your career, because life isn't fair as we both know it, and things happen and change on a dime. And that's part of that education and that theory and practice that students learn, is how to develop a storyline, how to design something with all the challenges that face us, whether it's in life, personal, professional, but at the same time being able to build those skills within these degree programs using that theory and practice. We've been doing it since 1932, and our students really do get a prime education using that process.
Absolutely. All right. Hey, if you have any questions or comments for the Associate Provost for Enrollment and Outreach at Lawrence Technological University, Lis Kujawa, now's the time to ask on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. We'll get to them in just a couple of minutes. But first, let's check out what happened this week in State Champs history. We go to a Downriver League girls soccer matchup from 2014, Woodhaven versus Gibraltar Carlson. Woodhaven won the game 5-0, but the story, Warriors senior Allison Manning, 4 goals and her landmark 100th goal of her career. Fantastic achievement. This week in State Champs history is presented by Lawrence Tech Athletics. Recruit yourself at ltuathletics.com. All right, we've got just a minute here, and we did get a good question that I want to put out there for Lis Kujawa of Lawrence Technological University. You know, those who are familiar with LTU will probably know that, you know, the engineering, the architecture programs, second to none, clearly, but there are a tremendous amount of academic programs offered at LTU. If you could just, you know, comment on that. David wants to know what type of programs you offer.
Yep. So we have over 60 academic degree programs. We just started nursing 3 years ago and are now 7th in the state of Michigan. Kudos to Dr. Jameson out there for our nursing program. Many of our nurses were on the front lines. I just have to say that in the pandemic. So it's phenomenal. We have physician assistant soon to come in 2022. Media communications, which you, Lauren, know, talk about theory and practice. So many of our media communication students work for State Champs, get such great experience, internships, co-op. So a variety of transportation design, as you're showing right there on the screen. So a lot of great programs with just the legacy of a great university. And I welcome anyone who wants to talk to me, call me. Don't hesitate to email me. Go to admissions@ltu.edu to look for me, talk to me. I want to make you a part of the Blue Devil family and State Champs, because they're our partner.
That's right. That's right. And that was really going to be my last question. If I'm interested, how can I find out more about the school? And again, admissions.
Yes, admissions@ltu.edu. Please email that. My email is lkujawa@ltu.edu. Religious about answering that. Love to hear from students. And I wish all the class of 2020, wherever you go, whatever you do, be successful, be positive, and dream your dream. And thanks so much, Lauren, for having me today.
Absolutely. I want to thank the Associate Provost for Enrollment and Outreach at Lawrence Technological University, Lis Kujawa. It's great to visit with you, and hopefully we'll see you on campus sooner than later.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Take care.
All right. Thanks, Lisa. All right. Take care. Let's take a look at today's clip of the day. And that's your clip of the day. All right, they have women's basketball at LTU as well, so maybe Kaylee want to check that out. She looked pretty good. We want your short clip to be today's clip of the day. Send us a link on any of our social media platforms. We will check it out. We've got something very cool coming up. In partnership with the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association, State Champs is going to have an interactive You Make the Call simulated all-star football game on the State Champs Twitter page. This is going to be next Saturday, May 30th at 3 p.m. We will set up the play, and you will choose which one will run. There'll be a few options, and then you guys decide how the game should progress. It'll be a Twitter poll for about 5 minutes each. And then each winning play will run. You'll see what happened as a result of that choice. There will be 4 posts per quarter. We will find out live who wins this year's Michigan high school football game. We'll give you more info on this really cool interactive event next week. All right, let's check out the results of yesterday's Hungry Howie's Twitter question of the day. How do you expect school to look like in the fall? 37% of you believe it's going to be a mix of in-person and online classes. I believe that as well. All right, on Tuesday, we are going to have one of the representatives from said Football Coaches Association to talk about our simulated game coming up, and also what are they hearing about what's going on with football in the fall. Join us at Tuesday at 2 p.m. because we will be off for Memorial Day. And I just want to say to all of the men and women who have served the United States in the armed forces in any era, as my dad did in Korea with the U.S. Navy, thank you for your service. Happy Memorial Day. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you Tuesday back here on Live. State Champs Live is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare, Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor, and the Detroit Medical Center. Do you have a sports injury or are just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers.